skies were gray outside of my kingdom. I've been kept awake with the consistent bawls of my whining fillies, to the point where I could barely stand it. I wish I could fall into the deepest coma and forget that this is happening, but ponies have to be ungrateful. I could provide a mile-long chicken dinner and they would still gripe. I could just stay here and leave things be, but I have a job to fulfill. A promise, if you will. I stepped into my kitchen having some hotcakes made by my dear sister, as the sounds of commoners rioting outside my kingdom build up. When she served me the plate, she looked exhausted. Dark circles wrapped around her eyes, with her mane oiled up from all the nervous sweating. My poor sibling. I wish my presence at least gave her some comfort. I can't stand seeing her like this, especially after so much hatred, let alone from people she doesn't know. Why is this happening, you may ask? Two things. One, because of how she treated people ages ago. And two, because she ended up scaring the fillies of Equestria in their dreams, when all she wanted to do was help them. What an aberrant freak show. Only 6 ponies outside of my kingdom understood what we were truly going through, and to be expected, it's the ones I assigned the elements to, one of which being poor Twilight. My student desperately wanted me to keep calm throughout this ordeal, for me to get through this in a way that won't end up hurting me. It's too late for that now, as my veins are about to explode if this doesn't end. Suddenly, bricks were flung at my window. Rocks, books, and miscellaneous objects for those who could find something hard enough. A stone struck my sister's head, leaving a slight open wound. I panicked and grabbed my special handkerchief from my drawer to soak up the blood. Sister, it hurts. Those words are what made me grit my teeth. We didn't feel safe in our own home anymore, thanks to people who aren't even supposed to be our enemies to begin with. I tapped on my sister's nape, making her come outside with me. Perhaps seeing what sort of problems these people have caused will get them to stop. Or will it? I kicked open the entrance doors of my palace, causing the rioters outside to bark louder. My sister's presence alone made the crowd bark louder and louder. All but the 6 ponies I've trusted with my life, watching along the sidelines with worry. Even Pinkie Pie knew this was a serious problem, but me? I had a sickening scowl curled around my cheeks in an attempt to scare them off. I'm the ruler of this absurd place, so it's worth a try, right? That's when a light bulb smashed against my head, shards jammed inside of my temporal bone. I shrieked, heavy breathing from the sudden hit. My sister was obviously upset about this, screaming at the folks to leave me alone. Even the Canterlot voice didn't affect them. They still rioted like wild hyenas. They saw me as a tyrant beforehand, even when I did all I could to build a better reputation for my flesh and blood. But that was nowhere near my full potential. I'll show them, tyrant. The guards standing against the doors of the castle, weapons crossed against the chest of us to prevent further harm, would attempt to back me away. I pushed their weapons out of the way and stepped forward. Finally, I let rage consume me. My horn lit up. Next thing I know, a stallion from the crowd lost his face, and skull, and the brain. Silence erupted. The silence was broken by the wailing of a mare in the back of the crowd. The screams simply motivated me to keep going. It felt so good, showing them truly what I'm capable of. The 6 mares who had trusted me for most of the lives they were given, along with my sister, were petrified. But they should know by now. They're like the apple of my eye. Laying their hooves on them is like poking my eye with sharp nails. guts and glory flew in the air, and the ground was painted with tides of life. So much evil I will destroy, and lives to take, if they dare defy me further. Zoom, the shards went, as they plucked out of my face and shot like arrows at the crowd. One crack per eye. Princess! What are you doing? My student begged me to stop, tears welling up in her face. Too bad, little filly. I love you with every ounce of my being, but sometimes you have to face the cold, shivering truth. Pony kind can only take so much torment and pillaging of the mind before it finally can't be strapped down. It was bloodshed. Every pony ran off, shrieks of terror filling the air. I put on a smile, gazing upon the art I created, the ground being my canvas. With a deep sigh, I'd walk back inside, but not before my sister yelled, tears filling her eyes. Sister! What have you done? If they can't respect you, no matter how hard you try to fix yourself, then they don't deserve my respect, and I will show it to them one way or another. The best part? Even if you did disagree with what I had done, there's nothing you can do about it. As much as I don't want to hurt you, sometimes things just have to be done, no matter how much hatred it may arise. Most have not come out of their homes within the first day of the aftermath. Those who did were either rushing to get what they needed or were scanning the area for me. Only me. All they had to do was behave like good little pigs. They would have been wandering the gravel with twinkles. Glad to know I'm just fine, however, sitting upon my throne with great fury holstered, in case any pony dare defy me. Thank you for the epiphany, sister. I love you. To the moon and back.